from Macquarie Gymnasium on the campus of Bear River High School. Touchdown Production, celebrating 13 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present Bear River Bruin basketball. Today, in the final meeting of the year, your 2-5 Bear River Bruins take on the 4-2 Placer Hillman. It's the third game of the series. We've got the Bruins, we've got the Hillmen, and all the action begins right here, right now. It's your NorCal Game of the Week. The Bear River Bruins are playing for pride tonight inside the Macquarie Gymnasium, and they have their sights set on Placer Hillman, who are fighting to stay alive in the Division IV playoff race. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. This is Marty Mortensen, joined tonight by Paul Brown. Our director outside in the Commander 2 is Gil Dominguez, and of course, the rest of the Touchdown Production Sports team is on hand for this PVL rematch of the rematch, with playoff implications hanging in the balance. But first, as is our tradition here on the Game of the Week, we begin our bonus coverage. That's right, we're in the bonus with Touchdown Productions, and we join the JV contest already in progress here in the fourth quarter with 5:29 left to go. And the score, Bear River 51 and Placer 39. And here with a call is Paul Brown.
Thanks, Marty. Good to be here. Good to see you again. And we are in bonus coverage here with the Placer Hillman and the Bear River Bruins. And some JV basketball action. The score, 39, Placer 51 Bruins, really is not consistent with how this game has gone. It's been back and forth. The Bruins managing to take a reasonably substantial lead here after the halftime break, and they're going to take a timeout here. 5 minutes and 16 seconds left, Marty, and so what have we seen in these JVs so far?
Well, so far, Placer tries to mount a comeback, but just as they made a couple of three-pointers earlier, Bear River comes right back, the JVs, and ties and matches them point for point, and then goes ahead with another basket and a couple of turnovers, and Bear River's up to an 18-point lead. So that's how it's going so far.
Yes, about the time that you think that Placer is going to sneak their way back into this contest, we saw them get down to about 9 points maybe 4 minutes ago. Bear River seems to find C.J. Olson under the basket, who is one of their top scorers here, and they make a comeback. So right now we're looking at a pretty substantial lead here for Bear River. They're going to inbound the ball.
Actually, it's a 12-point lead. My math was a little fuzzy there.
We'll forgive you for that there, Mark. Inbounding the ball. That's Paskeen. Paskeen to Olson. Olson waiting for his point guard, McGee, to come out and handle the ball. Placer in a man-to-man defense. That's a shot off the basket. Rallied up by Placer. That's Akita. Point guard out in front. Cody Riggs handles the ball for Placer. Riggs looking for something, finds nothing. Now he's going to drive the lane. Feeds quickly underneath. Let's see if they can rally it up. Yes, they do. And Akita from the side misses the three-pointer, and there'll be a foul underneath. It will be Bruins ball.
Alec Knox was just standing there and right in the paint, and he got the pass, but he wasn't expecting it. Went right off his hands. He was able to save it, though.
Yeah, Knox sometimes at this level, Marty, that you find yourself just watching play and not moving your feet playing defense, or in that particular case, offense. Bruins out in front now. That's McGee handling the ball. Not in a big hurry to make a play here, being out in front by 12 points. Toft looking underneath. There's a quick shot and off the rim, and Placer will come down with the rebound. Big number 43, Ryan Mason. Down the court and fouled. Going to the basket. That's Alec Knox. Placer beating Bear River down the court, finding a quick shot, so Knox will go to the line.
Yeah, Trevor McGee, you see him in the picture there on his way out. That may have been a frustration foul. Well, let's go to the replay before I give you that. So now watch, he takes it on down, dishes it off, goes in the paint, jumps up, and then just gets hacked, but the ball goes in for the 2 points. But as I mentioned, Trevor McGee came out. It might have been a frustration because he had a good look at a basket and it just went off the rim.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Placer. Olsen will inbound. Now they're going to hand the ball to Biskine. I beg your pardon. Biskine's going to take the bench here. I thought he was going to take the ball. Inbounding the ball to Olsen, looking underneath. May try the baseline. Does. Going all the way underneath and off the rim.
Nice finger roll up there. Just rolled off the rim.
Slammed going to the hoop. And it will be Bear River ball.
By Bacchus. That was a heads-up move there. He didn't touch the ball. It bounced out of bounds. Bear River recovered.
Olsen inbounding. Bamberg. That's Bamberg looking underneath the basket. And they're scored. That's Wooner. Brendan Wooner finding his way underneath the basket on the baseline and making this play. Now Placer's going to turn it over. The last thing they need at this point of the game is turnovers.
Heads up call by the referee as ball rolled out of bounds. Bear River ball.
Inbounding to Bamberg. Olsen looking underneath, doesn't find anything, looking for someone to come to the ball, does. Now moving hard to the basket. Nothing there. Kicks it back out. That's Lofton. And Toft up at the basket. No good. Off the backboard, and Placer will get control. 2:43 left, Marty. I think Placer can bring this one back.
Yeah, I think nice move. It didn't go, though.
There you go.
That's big Cody Riggs with that three-pointer. That looked good.
Leave it to the point guard Riggs to find the hoop when they need one. That was 3 points. So down to 9 now. Still anybody's ball game. Bear River decides to take themselves a timeout. He's going to try and rally the troops. He needs to use every bit of this 35-second clock. Right. Wouldn't you say, Marty?
They're going to have to. But the problem is, if you're going to run a lot of time off the clock, you've got to make sure you get a percentage shot up and with a possibility of getting a couple of points.
Yeah, I couldn't agree
just running
more.
running time off the clock is really not going to do you any good if you can't score.
And running time off the clock isn't nearly as good as getting 2 points. So if you find someone open under the basket, even at this level, that's good fundamental basketball. You try to kick it underneath and get a good shot.
Exactly.
So 2:28 left. Bear River holding on to a 9-point lead, 53-44. Marty Mortensen, my good buddy here, along with Paul Brown, bringing you the bonus coverage. Bear River against Placer here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Thank goodness we're finding off camera there, Marty.
Well, the thing is, if they're going to move that camera over here, they ought to take a picture of this young lady over here to our left. She's much better looking than we are.
Speak for yourself. All right, bringing the ball down, McGee. Point guard for the JVs here. Underneath the basket, a quick hit underneath.
That.
Great pass and great finish. Brandon Wooner found his way under the basket and managed to finish for Bear River. Now Placer turning the ball back over. McGee. Boy, Marty, they got to shore up their defense underneath. They're leaving a man wide open underneath in the key.
Yeah, they'll have to work on some things this week.
Looking to the corner. That's Akita. And there will be a foul, and he was in the process of shooting. We'll get a couple. Akita at the line.
If he's any relation to it, and the way they pronounce it is Aketa. It's Steve.
Here's your replay, Marty.
You can see Aketa takes it in and takes an extra step, but then on the way to the hoop, he gets hacked in the arm, and that throws the ball offline. But he made the first one and misses the second one.
There'll be a jump ball scrambling for that ball on the floor. That's Alex Knox giving it a little extra hustle, but it will be possession Bear River.
Now a full court press on by Placer.
Olsen bringing the ball up with his left hand nicely.
Oh, he stepped across the line, but the referee didn't see it.
All by
down
himself.
low.
And not able to convert the shot, finding himself all alone there on the basket that was Toft.
Ryan Mason with a good defensive play there.
Riggs trying to find something happening underneath. He's the only one moving around, though. Everybody else is standing around. Now they're starting to move. Placer looking for someplace to go. Riggs may have to settle for the three-point shot. 16 seconds left on the shot clock, but only a minute 9 left in the game clock, so they got to get something done right now. Moving the ball. Finally, there's the shot. Long and off and nothing happening. Quickly down court. All by himself was Wooner, but they didn't find him with the basketball. Well, finally, Akata will foul. Bear River will inbound, only 5 fouls. This game is pretty much in the books, Marty.
Oh, look at that underhand shot. It rolls around and in.
You know, it's
Didn't
the ones
count.
that don't count that always are like
going,
that.
Oh, sure. it's like a 7-foot putt for a double bogey. Those always go in.
Yeah, or that second ball from 100 yards that goes in. That
went out of bounds.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Hey, this is about the funnest thing we've seen so far. Let's watch a little underhanded shot here, Marty. Here's the whistle. Whistle's blown right now, so he just kind of gives it the old heave-o, and bang.
And it rolls around, bounces once, and goes
bang.
in.
Yeah,
Now
those are always fun.
If you needed that for a tiebreaker,
yeah, that would have made ESPN had it been in real time for the game winner. So only with 49 seconds left in the clock. If you're worried about it, of course, Marty Mortensen, the voice of Touchdown Productions, will be doing the varsity game that is coming up next. We'll also take a look at the league standings.
And the power rankings that we need to take a look at to see which teams currently right now are scheduled to go to the playoffs.
So Bear River will finish this off, inbounding the ball here to Skeen. And a quick pass underneath. He won't take the shot this time, just taking it back out, looking for a foul. He may go to the line, but they'll get rid of the ball and then moving the ball around nicely. Bear River going to kill this clock down with a 10-point lead. No sense in making a shot.
There was a reach in. They've got fouls to give. They should have given it about 10 seconds ago. But at this point in time, it's a
pretty good looking Bear River JV team, Marty.
Yeah, they are.
I see some talent here.
Yeah.
We got some tall players. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of starters we'll see next year for Bear River.
2 freshmen on the team. Justin Biskeen and Nick Bacchus. Jordan's little brother.
Jordan Biskeen, we'll see a little bit later here, play for Bear River, one of their best. Bear River decides not to defend as Placer brings the ball down quickly. 18 seconds left. CJ Olsen bringing the ball down the court.
There's a reach-in foul. 13 seconds.
At the line will be McGee. McGee here at the line is a very impressive point guard. He handles the ball very, very well with both hands. That would be one of the better players. He and C.J. Olsen, I would say. Also, we saw some good play out of Brandon Wooner. Quick basket underneath, but that will be the ball game. As we see them come to center court to congratulate each other.
And they just, Placer just got too far. They came back there in the fourth quarter, but they just got behind.
A little too far, and
yeah,
fundamentally they turn the ball over too often to really make a real charge at it. As we see them going off the floor, in comes, to the semi-roar of the crowd, the Placer Hillman. And I will turn this mic over to the voice of Touchdown Productions, Marty Mortensen. Marty, thanks for giving me the JV game to do.
Oh, great, Paul. Did a nice job as always. There's Mark. Mark Lee is just coming across the floor. The athletic director for the Placer Hillman and the head coach. Very animated coach. And his Placer team is looking pretty good this year.
As we see the Placer team warm up, Bear River has yet to come onto the floor. The last time we saw Bear River, I believe Marty was at the Kendall Arnett tournament at Placer.
Yeah, we went down to do that game. That was the night that you
that I couldn't make it. Yep, that was. I remember that. I missed a good one,
Pete,
I understand.
Yeah, Pete before and I covered that game. Pete called the play-by-play, and it was a very exciting game, except Bear River just ran out of gas and just couldn't live up to their expectation. Here comes Bear River that they had from the Kendall Arnett. There's a good shot of the Bruins as they come on the court. I hope during the week they worked on their free throws, because both the boys and the girls struggled from the free throw line last week in their game. So we'll have to see how they do tonight.
Little music.
All right, so as the teams continue to warm up, we'll take our first pause of the evening, and on the other side of the break, we'll get caught up on the league standings and the section power rankings after we step aside to remind you that you are watching exclusive coverage of Bear River basketball on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel, and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint, we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
And by All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning. Customer satisfaction is the reason Dorn and Max Bennett are celebrating 13 years of assisting you in Nevada County. The Bennett family wants to thank you for the trust that you have placed in them, whenever you have needed service, repair, or installation. Heating and air conditioning unit is one of your most important purchases that you'll ever make. If replacement is needed this winter, All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning is ready to assist you. All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning, proud supporters of Foothill Sports.
And by Cinto and Graziano LLP. What does it mean to have an eye for your future? At Cinto and Graziano, it means they specialize in making your business grow, protecting your assets and managing your finances for a secure future. They're more than just CPAs and business consultants. They're your friends in the world of taxes, finances, and business management. Now that tax time is here, they're ready to assist you every step of the way. They make it easy to have people on your side. That's Cinto and Graziano, where they always have an eye on your future.
And with the opening music playing, Touchdown Production is celebrating our 13th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for tuning in. And be sure to join Paul Brown and myself next time as we travel back to the Earl Crabb Gymnasium for the rematch between the Placer Lady Hillmen and the Bear River Lady Bruins. It's the Bruins, Lady Bruins versus a Lady Hillmen, seen all across our Foothill network of stations and around the world at www.nevadacountytv.org. Another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, making sports memories since 1997. And Paul, welcome back. It's nice to have you back on board again for the basketball season. It just seems like we just got done with football and the Kendall Arnett, and now we're back in action. And we'd like to right now take a little walk around the foothills and see how all the teams are doing.
Okay, Marty, let's take a look here. There's the PVL boys basketball standings, and the juggernaut this year, without question, is the Colfax team, Marty. They're 6-1 in league and 18-4 overall, followed by Lincoln at a 17-4 overall. There's our Placer Hillman that we'll see tonight, 4-2 in league, 12-9. You know, Marty, I find it interesting that Placer has such a good overall record, but they're not doing so well in the league play.
Right.
Then we got El Dorado, Whitney, as you can see, and here's the Bear River Bruins. Again, 11-9, but only 2 wins in league. That's got to be disappointing for them here at Bear River.
And the Sierra Foothill League boys basketball standings. Wood Creek's the powerhouse team in the SFL with 6-1 and 18-4 overall. Great season, followed by Rockland at 5-2 and Oakmont 4-2. Del Oro at 3-3, and that's surprising because Del Oro was so much of a powerhouse at Kendall Arnett. They blew everybody out. And then followed by Nevada Union at 3-4, still above 500 overall. Granite Bay 2-5. There's another thing with their 14-8. So, and then Roseville bringing up the bottom of the pack with 0-6.
Well, you know, they say football's a game of inches, and basketball, well, Marty, you can lose a game in the last second, and your record will reflect that. You're right about that Del Oro team. I didn't think they could be beat. Here's the Christian Valley League boys standing. It's Victory, 7-0 in league. They're obviously the commanding favorite there. Vacaville follows, but they're 3 games back. Sacramento 5-2 in league. Then there's our Forest Lake team, 9-9 overall. 3 wins in league, 4 losses. And then there's our Forest Hill team. They're 2-4 in league, followed by Delta and then Woodland, who is struggling this season. Here's our power rankings, Marty, and explain to me what this means.
All right, this is the way the CIF is ranked for the playoff. In Division I, NU is ranked 16th, and the top 16 teams go to the playoff. So as it stands right now, Nevada Union is in it, but everything can change with 5 games left.
They're walking the tightrope to get into the playoffs. Placer 13, also right there, kind of on the bubble, huh?
All right, and they are. Colfax is in Division 4, is in first, ranked number 1, and they are. They've got a good ranking, and because they are a good team. And then Bear River is got to make a move in these next 5 games to get into the top 16.
Would you say maybe that they've got to win them all? I guess.
I think so.
Yeah,
they have to. And then of course Division 5, Forest Lake Christian is in 12th, so they're in it, but not as high as they normally would be. Take a look at the girls, PBL girls standings with the team standings. El Dorado is 7-0, and I think they've won like 26 league games in a row. They're that tough.
Wow.
Bear River at 5-2, Colfax with 5-2, Placer 3-3, Whitney 3-4, Lincoln 1-6, and Mesa Verde 0-7.
So kind of bunched up there, second, third, and fourth there, and it's kind of anybody's ball game with the girls.
That's it.
Then the SFL girls standings, we got Del Oro. Now that's more what you'd like to see, or what you would expect to see. Del Oro 6-0 in league. Wood Creek 5-2, Granite Bay 5-2. There's our Nevada Union Miners at 4-3. We saw them earlier. They're probably going to be right there on the bubble for the playoffs. Rockland 5-2, Oakmont 1-6, and Roseville is also 1-6.
And now for the Christian Valley League girls basketball standings. Vacaville, they're running double trouble with the boys and the girls. Vacaville 5-0, Sacramento Christian at 6-2, Forest Lake girls have playing well this year at 4-3. Victory Christian at 4-3. Forest Hill 3-3. Woodland 2-5, and the Delta bringing up the bottom of the standings with an 0-7. So here's the girls section power rankings. NU is still in the hunt at 15. Placer Division 3 girls are at 20th. Bear River is ranked 3rd in Division 4, and Colfax girls ranked 5th. So they're in good position. And then in Division 5, Forest Lake girls are rated 8th. So good representation from the foothills.
I was going to say that's we're going to be well represented in the playoffs on the girls' side, and the power rankings hold true as they are now. The only exception being Placer.
And Placer has to play in Division 3 because they're a larger school, even though they're Division 4 in the PBL. So the teams continue to warm up. The captains are out at the center of the court with the referees, and we're about ready to kick this off very shortly as the clock runs down before the tip-off. We'll have the playing of our national anthem, and we'll be about ready to go. So, Paul, how's it feel to be back at the table again? Back
in the saddle again. I'd rather be no place else, Marty. I love watching basketball, especially at this level. These teams, the foothill teams, always make for a very interesting game. Very rarely do we ever see a blowout amongst these crosstown rivals. And, of course, you and I know we don't tell anybody, but we do have a small favorite here in Bear River, where you and I live right here in the community across
that's true.
in Lake of the Pines.
But we root for whatever one of these foothill teams is headed for the playoffs.
And actually, we root for all the teams, if you want to
true.
know the truth. We just want to see a good game. We want to see good sportsmanship. And we're about ready to, with a minute, 58 seconds left.
Coach Gansky is pacing the floor already. He knows he's in a must-win situation tonight, because with 5 games left, including counting this one, in order for him to get into the top 16, he's going to have 5 wins, and then he's going to have some help from the rest of the league. So we'll have to see what happens. But it's going to be. And Bear River started out so well at the start of the year. They won a couple of tournaments. They went deep into the Kendall Arnett, and they looked like they were all set for league play. And then right away, the first 2 games that they had to play, one against Colfax and the other against Placer, and started off 0-2, and that just kind of set the tone for the entire season so far. But they're in a must-win situation tonight, and if they can pull this one out, then they may still have a chance to make the top 16. So as both teams head to their respective benches and getting ready to go for the introduction of the players and the national anthem, we're about ready to have an exciting game here tonight.
There you see Coach Gansky, and you're right about one thing, Marty. He is pacing the floor. He looks genuinely nervous, and this has got to be maybe his 1,000th plus game.
Yeah.
But we do know he needs a win tonight. And here on his own home floor, it gives him the best opportunity he's going to get to beat these Hillmen.
So we'll rise now for the playing of our national anthem. Cassie Roselle, Bear River freshman, will be singing the national anthem tonight. Coach Dave Thompson and John Hilton. Clay Campbell, senior guard. Michael Jensen, senior guard. Darren Senti being introduced, the junior guard. Josh Klem.
Remember him from football.
Yeah, he's all everything.
Yeah, he's big, and he's very good under the basket.
James Tabor, senior forward, 6'4". Anthony Artola will introduce the Bear River seniors as the lights get ready to go out in the. Zach Wells.
There's the
Johnny
jewel
Jewett.
of Bear River, Johnny Jewett. Love watching him play.
John Smith being introduced.
Big Jordan.
Tommy Goodman. I'm surprised that young man says, "Let's get ready to rumble."
He's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, he does a good job.
And they're here tonight to see this game. I'm actually surprised there's not more over on the Bear River side, but the Placer people only have to come about 15 minutes away from across town. There'll be plenty of noise once this thing starts.
Maxwell and Smith are your referees tonight. So here we are, center court. And Placer comes up with the ball over in the corner of Senti. Gets it back over to Campbell. Cross court back to Jensen. Looking for a three. Up and nothing but net. Darren Senti.
Sente starting off with a three-pointer. No better way to get this game started. Wentz bringing the ball up.
So Wells now dishes it off over to Biskine. Biskine looking for, he's got Goodman. Goodman takes it in, but then has to dish it off back out to Wells. They kicked the ball, so it'll be inbound, and it should be a fresh clock, and it is.
There's number 20, Jordan Biskine. And you know, Marty, the thing I like most about his game is he's a complete player. He has come up, he's been playing since he was a sophomore, and he passes the ball extremely well for a big man.
Boy, they almost had the clock ran out on that inbound pass. There's a shot off the glass, and
that was Smith.
Looks like he took a double step there. Saved in there by Biskine as Wells brings it up. Back to Biskine to the top of the key. Sets it on over to Goodman. Goodman back to Jewett. Cross court for a three. Up and off the iron. Doesn't go. Rebounded in there by Senti. Oh, almost stolen away. Good defensive play by Wells.
Easily could have been an offensive foul, but no call.
Looks like he was set. Get the ball to Wells. Wells takes it in, stops, pumps, puts it up. Looked like he was fouled, but no call.
A little bit of a forced shot by Wells.
And that ball's out of bounds, and it's going to be knocked out by Bear River. It'll be inbound with 28 seconds on the shot clock by Placer. Oh, look at that nice pass. Inbounds, and that was to Tabor, and Tabor just hit it a little bit too hard off the glass.
Tabor's got those long arms, and they can go way up high. He'll go up and get it. That play is successful many times on the inbounds.
So Wells is called with the foul, and Josh Klem gets his first free throw. He's pretty accurate. He's deadly. We saw him during the Kendall and also in the first match with Bear River, and he was making everything from that free throw line. All right, Wells tries to take it in, guarded in there by Jensen. Bear River still having trouble getting that ball inside. So now Wells being guarded by Jensen. Now there's a three, up and off the iron. Rebounded by Klem. Klem will get it on over. They'll bring it on down the court. They keep working the ball around. Set play. Klem goes in, puts it up, goes right around. Who was that, Wells?
Yeah, it was. And, you know, that's something that just shouldn't happen, Marty, on a zone defense like that. Bear River should never allow that kind of a driving play. That zone defense shouldn't allow that, and
there's the three. It's going to be off the mark. See, they've got nobody. They're taking those threes, and they've got nobody in the paint at all.
Well, Placer is playing such a tough man-to-man defense, Marty, that they're not giving them anything but that three. They're getting nothing underneath. There's Smith bringing the ball up.
So now Beskine tries to get it down low, and it's going to be a jump ball. Nope.
No, it's a travel.
Travel call. He was moving around on the floor holding that ball. So it'll be Bear River.
Bear River needs to make a shot here, Marty. They can't get too far behind this Placer team, even early.
Well, they are deadly. Right on in. The paint was too hard off the glass. Oh, Wells. He had a nice, easy layup. That's Campbell. Right in the middle. And just finger rolls it right in.
Great pick and roll by Placer.
9-2 as Placer once again on a roll. Timeout's going to be called by Coach Gansky. He's kind of shaking his head going, well, they had a nice, Wells just drove into the paint, put that ball up, and it just rolled around and then off.
And then it resulted in a basket on the other end.
Exactly.
So it's really more of a 4-point move, but Coach Gansky knows he's talking to his teammates right here, his team right now, and they can't settle for that three-point shot, Marty. They've got to work something around. They've got to get their plays to work, and they've got to come to a post. Let's see if they work Tommy Goodman.
Magnuson Auburn Toyota scoreboard tonight. 9-2. As you can see, Placer on the run here. I'd like to thank Magnuson's Auburn Toyota for bringing us the scoreboard and the score. Oh, almost stolen away. And is a travel call. As Johnny Jewett thought about taking a three, stopped, decided to dish it off, and the next thing you know,
he's shaking his head as he comes in. That split second thought of whether I'm going to drive the ball or take this three, and shuffled his feet. Jewett coming off the floor.
Bear River fans calling for defense, and there's a three-pointer that's off the rim. Bear River recovers with it. Will Gray in the ball game. Can't tell who the players are. They all have mohawks on them. Back in the game for the first time was Johnny Kassar.
Kassar throws the ball a little too low for Beskine to field. Went off his foot. They got 4 seconds on the shot clock now.
Yeah, they're going to have to set up a play here very quickly. And a putback. Oh, nice. That's hard to defend. Jordan Beskine with a real nice touch shot there. Placer working the ball around, set plays now. Klem tried to drive in, couldn't do it. And they work that ball around, and it's going to be Bear River's ball on a turnover. Wells brings the ball up the court, being guarded in there by Jensen. Almost stolen away, but recovered. Looks up for a three. It's going to be short. Oh, it looked. Beskine just lost his balance and went head first into the Placer player.
Will Gray thought about taking that three-point shot for a long time and then finally let it go. And you can see that he is not what you call the most accurate from the outside. He's an inside player.
There's a block on Smith.
Three fouls by Bear River, none for Placer.
So now Senti will bring the ball up. Trying to set a play, can't do it. Jensen now dishes it off to Klem. Klem tried to take it in. Now he dishes it back out. They'll set up a play at half court. Now Jensen takes it to the baseline. There's another block.
And that's Smith again. He's picked up his second in about 45 seconds. Very, very aggressive.
He's not being played very aggressive now. He'll be on the bench. Two quick fouls and now trying to get it in. They do to Jensen. Jensen goes baseline, can't go anywhere. Good defense in there by Biskine. Bring it out. Working it again down low. Wow, geez, Klem right there. See, Bear River they've got no defense against that, and then when they get down on offense, they don't have that play.
No, they sure don't, and their zone defense is being broken down beautifully by this Placer offense, working the ball around until they find a seam, and then breaking that zone down, hitting the man underneath that's wide open. Here's Klem. Now watch him make his move underneath the basket, finding the man. The pass was the best part of the play. And there is Klem.
That was Campbell with that pass.
Yeah.
That's not QB.
Placer 11, Bear River 4.
Substitutions, plenty here for Placer. There's a three-pointer by Wells and nothing but net. Zach gets the first three-pointer of the game. Nothing. Look how they work that ball around.
They're in the weave out in front, Marty,
Yep.
and it's working. It's breaking down that zone.
So Placer will inbound. Into the game is Josh Turney. Trying to go baseline, can't do it, is Senti now. Back over to Jensen. Jensen can't take it in. Has to dish it off. 5 on the shot clock. They're going to have to get a shot. Turnaround jumper, and
3 seconds.
3-second violation. And so that was a nice turnaround jump shot there with only 1 second left to go on the clock, but it results into a turnover.
That's the first time we've seen Bear River's zone pay off. They weren't allowing any shots from the outside.
So now Wells will bring the ball up. Being guarded in there by Jensen. Spin move, takes it in, stops, pumps, puts it up. Oh, and he's going to be fouled, and that was a break because...
Yeah, he got bailed out there.
Yeah.
You know, that's twice we've seen Wells kind of startled that he's all by himself on that first layup that he missed, and then once again he finds himself by himself in the middle of the key and then misses the easy basket.
Very fortunate that he was fouled because it looked like he was kind of off balance with that shot. He makes the first one, and he makes the second one. So we have a 2-point game with 42 seconds left to go and counting. Travel call, and now Bear River turn it over. They've got a chance to tie this game up where it looked like it was going to be a rout here. All of a sudden, Bear River's turned on the points here at the end of this first period. So Wells will bring it up, 32 on
the shot clock.
And now Stolen away. Heads up play in there by Jensen. Pumps, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. Boy, that was just a tough break for Bear River right there.
That was the senior James Harris in the ball game to finish off the quarter. Picks up a foul.
Big steal in there by Senti, and he makes that first one.
Senti's a good player. He's a solid point guard. He is a junior. We'll see him again next season, and that is one of those returning players that you always look forward to. Your point guard, so important.
So now Bear River only has 18 seconds to make something happen here. Try to get it within 2. They had a chance to tie it up and had a turnover. 10 seconds. Off balance shot doesn't go, and then it's going to be in.
There's the quarter.
End of the quarter.
So, like you said, Marty, we thought it could be out of control here in favor of Placer. Bear River manages to score consecutive baskets and reel them in.
There's our Magnuson Auburn Toyota scoreboard with the first period in the books. Placer 13, Bear River 9. How big was that steal in there by Jensen?
Absolutely big. So as we see them talking it over, there's Mark Lee. You can see him kind of in the shadows there as we watch people walk by the stands.
Down below us is Coach Gansky drawing up a play on the floor. He must have left his
clipboard,
at home tonight.
Oh, the floor's good. What do you say? It wouldn't surprise me to see Coach Gansky go to a man-to-man. Certainly Placer's going to stay in it. Mark Lee thinks he's got the advantage in a man-to-man. He's got a better team.
Tried to work it down low. There's a 15-footer. Goes up. Gordon Beskeen with his 4th point of the game.
And in my opinion, they've got to get the ball to Beskeen if they're going to win this game.
There is Jensen down low, and there's going to be another foul called. Well, Bear River's getting in foul trouble already.
Well, Josh Klem was being guarded by Wells, and he must have a foot advantage in height. He was just wrestling him, and Wells was trying to stay in front of him.
So now inbounding. Klem puts it up, doesn't go. Tip back, doesn't go. And let's see who comes up with it, and that is Beskeen. That looks like a rugby match going on there for a minute, Paul. Now, Kassar back in the ball game. Wells with 2 fouls is going to have to be very careful out there. There's Beskeen at the top of the key being guarded by Klem. Can't go anywhere. Oh, stolen away on a really bad pass. Now there's a put up there. Nice lead pass. Tabor gets his first 2 points of the game. Well, you just can't turn the ball over against this powerhouse.
No, you're right. That
Placer
wasn't
team.
a very bad pass by Beskeen trying to force it in there.
Well, now they have to get it back out to Jewett. Jewett looking. Now he decides to take it. Brings it back over to Wells, looking at a 3. Doesn't take it. Puts it on over to Harris. Harris now. They got 8 seconds on the shot clock. There's a put up, and he's fouled, I believe, as he went to the hoop.
Here's the replay of that last basket. You can see. And as he comes down, that's Tabor. Big, long arm Tabor coming over the top. Manages to get over Tommy Goodman, who is 6'4". That's a good-looking basketball player there, Tabor.
Yep. So Johnny Jewett with no points tonight. He was an all-tournament player in Kendall, and when the league started, he's just been struggling, and he misses both of them. So 6:10 left to go in this second period, and we got a 4-point game. Favor of Placer. Cross-court pass to Turney. Now they keep working that, trying to break that zone. Takes it in. Boy, look at that.
Boy, and they just can't let that happen, Marty.
No,
that was the fault of Goodman. He just didn't play tight enough defense on him, laying right down the lane.
Six-point game. Bear River still can't get anybody on the inside. Jewett now looking, he doesn't take the three-pointer. Cross-court pass. There's a set for a three. Off the iron, doesn't go, and it's going to be Placer ball.
And once again, the Bruins settle for a not-so-good three-point shot rather than finding. Marty, it's not like they're not getting good movement. You see the Bear River players moving well,
right?
But they're just being dogged by a very aggressive man-to-man defense by the Hillmen.
Right. Timeout called.
There's Coach Mark Lee.
He's got his clipboard.
Here on the other side of the floor, Coach Gansky's got the chalk out on the floor. I like the chalk on the floor. There you go. You can't see it, but he's got the good old-fashioned white chalk on the hardwood. Bear River needs a basket here to reel it back in again. 11-17 to score in the favor of the Hillmen.
They're still in it, but they've got to start playing a little bit better defense. .5:14 left to go in this first half. It's been all Placer. Bear River got within 2, and that's the extent of it. Now they're back down by 6. Over in the corner to Jensen. Now they get it back on over and over in the corner there again. No shot, and there's going to be a travel call. Now, Wells back in the... Oh, it's going to be off of the scheme.
Oh, that's a bad call. Not only is it off the scheme, it wasn't off the scheme, but I think Klem could have easily been called for a foul. Well, they go both ways, Marty.
Yep. So when it looked like Bear River's going to take advantage of a turnover, they turn it over. Cross-court pass. They keep moving the ball around. Senti now. Here comes Jensen. Stop, pumps, puts it up. Air ball. Wells with the recovery. So now they work it around. Still no penetration into the... there's a three-pointer. It's going to be a long night if they just have to take three-pointers and not go. Oh, quick drive in, but stop, pump. Now there's a travel.
There's a travel, Tabor.
And he made that basket, too.
In high school basketball, you cannot move your feet. It's not like we're in the pros or even in college there. They give you a little bit of room to move. You got to set that pivot foot, and you got to stay put.
17-11 to score. There was a pass. Wells saves it over there. There's a three-pointer, one-handed off net, goes in and out. Still a 6-point game. Johnny Jewett about ready to come back in the game. There's a three-pointer. Doesn't go, and it's tipped and saved in there by Wells. Wells will bring it up. Over in the corner, that was Gray, and Gray didn't take the shot. He gets it back on out. They work it around the top of the key. Over in the corner now again. Baseline, puts it up, and doesn't go.
Good play by Smith, trying that baseline.
Yep. Fadeaway jumper, and it's going to be a jump ball, maybe. No, it's still, and it's going to be a jump ball.
Possession to the Hillmen.
In comes Jewett. They can't get.
Here's a replay on that. Quickly, Marty. We'll see it. Comes off the rim. And right here, I think you're right. Right there should have been a jump ball, but there's no call. And they let him scrum around the floor. Now they're going to pile on a little bit. Back to live action.
Yeah, that Klem had a little fadeaway jumper on that inbound pass, and it just rolled around. Wells with the rebound. 2:38 left. Bear River trailing by 6.
See, now it's a foul.
Now that is. Yeah, they finally called it. That'll be.
And Jordan Biskine, he is a gentleman. He won't say anything, but he's thinking to himself, wow, that's about time.
Yeah.
6 fouls on Bear River, 4 fouls on Placer.
They've let him play. Now Jewett comes out and helps Wells. Still nothing. There's a three-pointer, and it's off the iron. Oh, Biskine got the rebound, but he got hit in the face. Now he gets fouled.
Let's watch the other foul. You can see Klem, and he's all over him. I mean, my goodness, he knows what he had for lunch, for crying out loud. Just on Biskine like a rash. Klem deserving the foul.
So now they're trying to set that play up for Biskine. There's a three-pointer going up.
Nothing.
Rebounded in there by Senti, 5'9" on the rebound, and stolen away by Jewett. Jewett will bring it up.
Oh, he's going to hold the ball up. I think he should have pushed that ball down the floor.
Well, they're trying to get a play set up for another three-pointer. And they've taken about 7 of them in a row, and none of them have gone.
I think they've got 2 for the night.
Yep. There's Wells with the shot, doesn't go, but then getting the, it's going to be Bear River ball.
Where's your shoulder face, Jewett?
Johnny Jewett on the floor over there. That'll get him going.
No, it's going to be Placer ball.
I think Jewett had knocked it out of bounds. Rolling around the floor.
There's the pass. They work it around the corner, trying to set the three up, but they don't get it. Good defense by Bear River. Now driving it in. Well, stolen away by Wells. Wells heads up. There's a pass down to too far down.
And we knew Jewett had speed.
Yeah, but not that much.
Yeah, but he was hustling down that floor. I'll tell you what. He left a little sneaker meat on the floor getting to that ball. Didn't quite get there, though.
So far, not much scoring here in the second period. 17-11. Clock clicks down. Now they call a foul on
Biskine, I believe.
Yeah.
So we'll watch James Tabor here. He's a very good free throw shooter. And sure enough, I jinxed him.
Yeah, Jewett with the rebound. 42 seconds to go. There's Harris. Stops, pumps, blocked by Tabor. Look at that.
That's Kassar going up for a basket.
Yeah.
amongst the trees, he's going to get it swatted down like that.
There's a three-pointer up and nothing but net. That was Darren Senti, his 8th point of the game. 9-point game right now. Nice touch in there by Wells. Back to 6. Long pass at the buzzer off the cheerleader, and that'll end the half. So, Paul, during that second period, Bear River has 4 points, and Placer has 7.
A lot of defenses played. There was a number of turnovers as well, Marty. Neither team can go off the floor saying that they played their best quarter. That's for sure. And as we see people milling around the gym here, we can talk about the fact that this game has been a little lopsided from the standpoint that the Hillmen came out early, got a lead, and just never let it go.
There's your Magnuson Auburn Toyota scoreboard. And you can look at the points during that second period. I mean, Bear River had a chance to, but they took 7 or 8 three-pointers, and not one of them dropped.
And not one of them dropped. So you live by the 3, you die by the 3, Marty.
Yep. Well, Placer picks up. Okay, here's a three-pointer coming up here, I believe, Paul. Yep.
Yep. That's Tabor handling the ball. Then he kicks it out quickly to Senti. And Senti has the time to set his feet. And there's nothing but nylon. Watch it switch right on down. Pop.
Wow, good camera work there. Morgan Whitmore on the camera there. Excellent shot from both the player and the cameraman, huh? So Senti comes up with his 8th point of the game. Wells is leading all scorers for Bear River with 7. But that's all it's been. Sean Smith with 2 and Jordan Biskeen with 4, and that's your total score.
It sure is. And, you know, you got to think that there's 5 games left in league play here before the playoffs. And you got to know that Coach Gansky is disappointed. He had high hopes of this team this year, bringing a couple starters back from last season in Jewett and Biskeen, and really hasn't had any success in league play. And you can see why, Marty. It's they're really not able to create any offense. I haven't seen any. We haven't seen any set plays. There's a lot of activity, a lot of moving around, they're setting screens, but nobody's coming open.
Right.
And it kind of appears like the Placer Hillman kind of have figured out their game.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And the other end of the floor, when Placer wanted to, they had worked the ball in their weave, and about the time that Bear River cut the weave off, there'd be a lane open where the Hillmen could go right to the basket, right down the lane, and they were getting a lot of easy layups.
Certainly, you called it right there, Paul, as Bear River still, I've seen several of the games so far this year, and they're unable to work that ball inside. And I'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River Bruin basketball on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sundays. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
And by All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning, winter's here, believe it or not, and buying a heating system is one of the most important decisions you'll make as a homeowner. All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to offer the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. In fact, All Phase is the only factory-authorized Bryant dealer in Nevada County and carries a complete line of Bryant Premier Cooling Systems. They're sure to have one to fit your needs, so give them a call. That's All Phase Heating and Cooling System as we play the theme.
And by Cinto Graziano LLP. Dave Cinto and George Graziano have joined forces to create the new Cinto Graziano. Located in Grass Valley on Sierra College Drive, Cinto Graziano is as close as a phone call away. They specialize in tax preparation and work with you to make your business grow, because they are CPAs and business consultants all rolled into one. So get some people on your side with Cinto Graziano, where they really do have an eye for your future.
And by Touchdown Productions, streaming around the world at NevadaCountyTV.org. And we're celebrating our 13th season of local sports television. This is Paul Brown, along with my good friend Marty Mortensen, saying thanks for joining us tonight. And be sure to stay tuned with us after the game when we announce the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award presented by Award Innovations. Marty and I are going to pick the most deserving player and honor him with the Player of the Game plaque. So stay tuned for Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award presented by Award Innovations. And that's coming up right after this game here against Placer and Bear River. Marty, what do you think we're going to see for this second half?
Well, I hope maybe when Bear River went back into the locker room, they might have come up with some plays that they might be able to use to work the ball inside and even maybe try something on the baseline. But whatever, when they do get down inside the paint or taking it on the baseline, they can't seem to get the ball into the hoop. I mean, the ball rolls around off the glass, and then they're not getting any rebounds. When they take their three-point shot, there's nobody underneath the net except Placer. And so that's as good as a turnover. All right, don't forget to order your DVDs of all these games. We've got all of our telecasts since 1997. Any game, any year, if we covered it, it's available. So call 530-274-2206 or send an email to gil@touchdownproductions.com. Order your DVD today.
So that means if you've got a 30-year-old at home that grew up in the foothills and went to high school, you can get one of their games, and wouldn't that be a great gift? I'd like to see one of my games, but yeah. I'm a little older than 30.
TV wasn't invented during that time, but you can view all of our telecasts on NCTV Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, ACTV Channel 20, and also we're streaming all around the world at www.nevadacountytv.org. So go check that out. All the games are archived. And go out and enjoy a nice high school basketball game.
So with 1:03 left on the clock, Marty, we have yet to see the Placer team come back on the floor. And I will tell you one thing for sure.
What's that?
They have to be on the floor in order to play.
Oh, right. And here they come.
Here they come. Now they're coming out.
Coming back into the vault, into the Jack McCrory Gymnasium.
Coach Lee decided to forego the warm-up, talk a little more in the locker room.
And speaking of the McCrory Gymnasium, there is Coach Jack McCrory over there on the sideline, as he can't stay away from the place, can he? I guess that they named the gymnasium after you. You might as well show up and take all the kudos.
You might as well. And I think they probably gave him a key to the restroom, too, so he can come whenever he wants.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We love Coach McCrory here, and we miss him as a coach here for Bear River.
Yeah, but he's too busy going out fishing. Do you see his picture in the paper with that big largemouth bass that he caught up at Rollins Lake?
He told me he bought that.
He bought that fish?
He bought that fish.
No, I can't believe
that. Was a Photoshop picture.
And don't forget to join us tomorrow night when the Bear River Lady Bruins travel to Placer to visit the Lady Hillmen as a big contest tomorrow night. Paul, we'll be there.
We'll definitely be there, and you're right. That will be a very big contest. Both teams fighting for a playoff spot, so we'll be showing that here on the Game of the Week.
So Bruins will inbound the ball as they'll start this third period. Wells now with the ball, bringing it up to now it's at the top of the key with Sean Smith. Back over to Wells. Once again, nobody breaking into the paint. Now Biskeen looking for somebody down low. Nobody there. There's a baseline drive. Puts it up off the glass. Nice hustle in there by
Sean Smith,
his fourth point of the game.
He tried that earlier, Marty, and wasn't able to finish it that time.
He did.
Got down that baseline. That's a good play. They'll go back to that.
So once again, Placer works that ball around, and here comes Klem. He dishes it off over to Campbell, and Campbell gets it down low, but to Tabor. But Tabor's going to be fouled right away in there by Goodman. That's his first foul of the game. And going to the line to shoot two, and that rolls in and out is James Tabor. You did put the hex on him because he was hitting him quite regularly. That one's going to be short and rebounded by Wells. So Wells will bring it up, being guarded in there by Jensen. Biskeen over to Wells. Wells looking for the three, doesn't take it. Backs up now, trying to set a play. Trying to go down low, and Biskeen, oh, now look at that, stolen away by Klem. Nice move. So now they're going to, can't take it inside, so they're going to have to work it outside. 24 on the shot clock. Mark Lee sends in a play. As Senti now trying to get something set up, gets it into Tabor. Tabor looks down low. Good, oh, nice play to Klem. You just can't stop that. Klem with his 8th point of the game. He is just a very fine athlete. No look pass over to Goodman. Now they get it out to Biskeen. Nobody comes out to help him. Stolen away. Look at that. Quick hands by Senti. And it's going to be.
And Sean just could not help to foul him. Probably did a service to this team. Here's the last basket underneath. And you're right, Marty. Klem is such a monster. Underneath, that guy is the.
And he's going up against Wells. It's 5'9", and Klem is 6'3". That's no contest. So now they're set up another play again. Work it down low to Klem, and oh, he's fouled, but no call, and then he gets Yeah, Mark Lee wants to know where that foul was. That was the same play he just scored a minute ago. There's a three-pointer going to go up and nothing but net.
John Smith getting hot from the outside. He could just reel him back in here with a couple more of those.
Bear River within 4. Back out to Campbell. Campbell now looking. Good spin move, puts it up, but the ball's blocked, but they're going to give a foul call, and Senti will go to the line to shoot 2.
Looked like Wells got him on the arm. Much to the dismay of the crowd, they didn't see it. It was there.
5:06 left, that's in and out.
Two off the basket.
He missed 4 in a row. That's not like him. He's usually pretty accurate. Wells will bring it up. Goodman now. Can't do anything with it. Has to dish it off to Wells. There's Goodman looking for a 3, but doesn't take it. Biskeen now in the corner. Back over to Jewett.
Taking a lot of time here, Marty. Yeah. They need to set something up. 7 seconds on the clock. Biskeen tries the baseline, doesn't find it.
They better shoot it, and he does. It's going to be short at the buzzer. Klem with the rebound. Good defensive play in there. So now Klem takes it in the top of the key, tries to drive. Oh, stolen away. Good anticipation in there by Zach Wells. Timeout called by Bear River. That's 3 times tonight now, Paul, that they've run that shot clock down right to the buzzer, and then they're out of position for a good shot.
I agree. You know what, Marty, I think if I was Coach Gansky, and I'm certainly not Coach Gansky, I'm sitting here, but I'd push the ball a little harder.
Yeah.
Wells is backing off and walking the ball up the court to organize some kind of a play, and that's what a good point guard does. But when you don't have a play, when nothing seems to be working, sometimes you're pushing the ball and trying to beat the defense down the floor before they can set up might work better. I if I was Bear River, would be pushing the ball harder to see if I can get some points on transition.
4:05 left to go in this third period. It's a 4-point game, and this is one of the lowest scoring games I've ever had to call, as nothing's going in for either team. Now Wells gets the ball back after a semi-errant pass that Biskeen had to down low, and that's going to be I think it's going to be Bear River ball.
It's going to be Bear River ball.
Fans are getting a little testy behind us. Thought that was a football block. So now Wells. 9 seconds left to go on the clock. He takes it in, stops, pumps, and there's Jewett. Probably should try to take a 3, and he's gonna.
He got bailed out.
Yeah, he did. Well, there's no place to go.
That was Tabor, and he made some penetration, and Tabor reached the hand in there. You can't put the hand in there.
Well, that's a Klem comes out of the game. Oh, Biskeen now. Oh, look at that. What a steal there by Senti. And there's going to be a foul called on Wells. He's going to be that's his 4th foul. There's a good shot of Mark Lee.
Senti at the line.
He makes that one. So Kassar comes in to replace Wells with 4 fouls.
And makes the second. Here's the replay on that. Yes, here it is. And you see Biskeen tries to make the move and the drop step, and Senti comes right in and just strips him of the ball. Nice play. Now Wells should have just let him
Let
have
him
the
go,
basket.
yeah.
But he picks up his 4th foul here.
Well, what happened was Ascenti drove into him. So that was pretty. Wells was gonna let him go. 10 on the shot clock, and there's a foul called. And no, they're not going to call a foul. It looked like Harder pushed him, but 8 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, they're going to give him a new 35-cent.
And Mesquite.
He puts it back. He got his own.
Mesquite just snuck underneath the basket.
Yep.
And he pulled a fast one.
Sure did.
He actually got 2 shots off.
Exactly. But here comes Senti now. Jensen has to dish it off. 2:39 left. 24-20. Drives. And it goes, and he gets called with a foul.
Well, Darren Senti is really having a good game.
Yeah.
How many points does he have tonight, Marty?
He's got 12. Could have had 16 if he'd have made those 4
Well,
free throws.
don't jinx him here. He made the last 2. Let's see if he can make some more. And there's one more.
Yep.
So Bear River now, let's see if Jewett can push this ball. That's what Bear River's been missing there.
Right. Nice pass from Jewett to Biskeen. Biskeen with his 8th point of the game. Nice feed. 5-point game for down low, and let's see what they're going to call. It's Bear River ball.
3 seconds in the key. That's a turnover.
So now Jewett will bring it up. Oh, he had Biskeen wide open underneath the basket there. Double dribble. Or a travel. That was Will Gray. Josh Klem ready to come back in the game again. (27-22). Placer brings the ball up. Harder. Jensen back to Senti, back to Harder. Now they're going to call somebody here. A little extracurricular activity on Jordan Biskeen. That's his second. Now Will Gray comes out. And time ran out on that inbound pass. Oh, there was a foul called on Harder before that inbound pass could be made. So Smith now trying to take it in him. He's going to get double teamed here, and he gets pushed out of bounds. Jensen and Senti they're really fast.
They're really fast. I like Sean Smith's aggressiveness.
There's a shot taken by Kassar, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. That was on Jensen.
Kassar, the only sophomore. Well, I beg your pardon. Sean Smith is also a sophomore, and he is playing for Bear River. But Kassar, a good-looking player. We saw him at the Kendall Arnett tournament. He shot the ball a lot, but he's starting to settle down now. I'm seeing a much more polished game out of him. Rolls in his first point of the night.
27-23. 2-possession game for Placer. Oh, down low. Oh, nice block by
Will Gray.
Was that Gray or Biskine?
Oh, it may have been Biskine. It was a great block. And there's Kassar.
Kassar takes it all the way to the hoop.
He's got it down to a 2-point game.
Down low to Klem. He has to put it out to Jensen. Off the iron. Oh.
And a foul.
That should have been a foul.
Certainly should have, but it was not called. And they're looking now. They need to push this ball.
Timeout's going to be called by... Oh, what happened here?
They're going to reset the clock. So scratching and clawing, the Bruins find themselves back in this game right before the beginning of the fourth quarter. 48 seconds left in the third. And I got to say, Marty, that since they set down Wells and the game is picked up and they're not walking the ball down the court, they're certainly getting more shots.
Cross court to Jewett. Stops. Oh. Who wasn't paying any attention was Harris.
And he traveled.
What was the call? A charge?
I think he traveled.
Oh.
They showed he was traveling, and it was he was a bit out of control. Jewett's going to bring the ball up. 23 seconds left here before the half. Before the quarter, I beg your pardon. Jewett handling the ball.
So 14 seconds. He's going to have to get it in here. Oh, and then he loses it. And now they have a breakaway. Oh, he traveled there too. Now they're going to call a foul.
Okay, here's a replay of that first travel, and you'll see it. Now watch, he kind of goes out of control, Marty. Got his left hand in there.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good call by the referee.
Shut up, Slaver!
So Jensen goes to the line. Boy, I tell you, their River and their turnovers is unbelievable, isn't it? First one is good. (28-25). 5 seconds left to go, and that one's no good. Biskine's got to get it down. He's got to shoot it. He does from way downtown. And that'll end the third period.
And you see Coach Gansky applauding as everybody else in the gym. This was a very good third quarter, Marty.
Yeah, the Magnuson-Auburn Toyota scoreboard shows that Bear River picked it up a little bit and ended up with almost as many points in that third period as they did in the first half. So there's your score, 25-28. So Sean Smith and Zach Wells are in foul trouble. Smith has got there's Tom Fitzsimmons. And Mr. Bowdoni up there. Smith has got 7 points, and Wells has got 7, and they're both in foul trouble. Looks like Wells is coming back into the ball game. He's going to have to be very careful.
So here comes the fourth quarter. The noise level is picked up in the gymnasium. Everybody's thinking it's going to go right to the end. I have to agree.
Tabor back in the game with the ball. Down low to Klem. Klem puts it up. Wow.
And when you're hungry, you go right to your bread and butter.
Yep.
And that's what they did, finding Klem down low.
Over in the corner to Jewett. Jewett looking. Down low and stolen
Bad
away.
pass.
That's about his third bad pass of the night.
And they're trying to force it into Biskine. They're just not giving it to him.
So Wells is now ready to come back in the ball game. That could be a big turnover. There's Klem. Gets it down low in the paint, and they're going to be a foul called. And
Can't do that!
And I think he'll get to shoot 1 and 1. It looks like that's 7. They'll do Klem will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
And they're taking Biskine out of the ball game.
Nothing but net there for Josh Klem. So far, Klem, unless something else happens, is my player of the game. He's put on a really good show here tonight.
Yeah, he's the best player on the
offensively
floor.
and defensively.
No doubt about it. Best player on both sides.
Nothing but net.
So Coach Gansky's decided to take Biskine off the floor. They're going to go with Smith, with Jewett, and with James Harris. Harris coming out to the top of the key.
So now they were trying to work it around, and there's Jewett. Jewett has got no points here tonight. And that 3 goes for naught as Placer comes up with it. You remember in that Kendall Arnett game against Placer, Jewett had like, 30 points or something?
Yeah, he did.
He was our player of the game. They've shut him down big time tonight. He doesn't have any fouls, but yet he's been spending a lot of time on the bench. So now there's Klem. He stops to get it back to Jensen off the iron. And coming down with the rebound is Smith. Over in the corner to Jewett. Stops, pumps, doesn't take it. There's a 3 going to go up, and he hits it. That's a 2-pointer.
2-pointer by Kassar. Coming none too soon, Marty. They really needed that score.
Yeah, that's been a long drought here. 5-point game. Bear River's going to have to step the defense up. Fans are calling for defense all the way across court to Campbell. Campbell now takes it into the paint, dishes it off, and it's blocked. But no, they're going to call a foul on James Harris, I think.
That was on Harris, number 34.
That's his 3rd foul. Oh, his 2nd foul, I'm sorry.
Biskine's going to come back in the ball game now, probably for Harris.
First one is good. And that one's good. So Klem now comes out. And Harder comes back into the game for Klem. 34-27, 7-point lead. Get over to Biskine, turns, shoots, pumps it up, doesn't go. It gets his own rebound, loses it, gets it back out. There's a 3, it's offline. And then put back, doesn't go. And they're still jumping for it. And Placer saves it. So now Jensen trying to set up a play, takes it in, drives through everybody, and now they continue to move the ball around. Back to Jensen, over to Senti. Drives it down, pumps it back up. They're just 4 seconds on the shot clock, doesn't go. And Biskine with the rebound as he got hammered in the head, and there was no call. Wells back in the game, trying to set something up. 4:29 left. They're going to have to do something here, Paul. Still can't get it down low. Over in the corner, baseline, dishes it off. And they double team him, and Biskine gets fouled. That's only the 5th foul. Michael Jensen. Now Klem comes back in the game. And Harder goes out. So Casaro inbound. The Wells trying to take it in. Can't do it. .26 on the shot clock. Still can't get it inside. Finally, they get a foul called.
That's number 6 now on Placer, so they're still not in the penalty. 4 minutes even on the clock. They need 7 points. Bear River down by 7.
They better get it in. They do. Oh, and almost lost it. And now they do. Boy, I tell you, Darren Senti is, he's dogging everybody, isn't he?
He is. He's fast, and he hasn't given up.
Nope.
He's run the whole game.
So now Jensen gets a screen in there from Campbell. Over the corner to Klem. Baseline, puts it up. Klem, he's the difference in this ball game tonight. Oh, nice block in there by Tabor.
Tabor just waited for it and waited for it. And knew it was going to go up eventually. Swatted it out of here.
9-point game. There's a 3. It's going to be short. Oh, look at that. He tried to get it off of... he tried to bounce it off of Senti, and he just sidestepped out of the way, and they come up with the ball. 3:13 left, 9-point game. Favor of Placer. Klem now drives in, dishes it off to Senti. Senti now comes out, try to set up a play, run some time off the clock. And travel
on Klem. One extra step after receiving that pass. Got to push the ball up the court.
Timeout's going to be called now. What happened?
I believe Coach Gansky's wondering why they didn't go into the penalty on that. And he's talking to the official about it now. Only 6 fouls are showing on the scoreboard. I thought it was the 7th foul as well.
There are the Bruins discussing. They have to get at least 2 here.
Coach Gansky talking it over. As we talked about earlier, Marty, the Bear River Bruins, they need to win every one. They need to run the table for the rest of the season. This would be the first game of the last 5. And
Bear River only has 2 points so far in this 4th period.
This 4th quarter. So Placer has definitely turned up the heat on the defense. So let's talk about the player of the game, Marty. Who are you going to call?
Well, right now I've got it's between Josh Klem and Darren Senti. I'm leaning towards Klem.
I think that's probably the best call.
Yeah, Wells now. 24 on the shot clock. They try to move it around. Jewett now. They just can't get open. It's just a charging defense, trying to take it in. Dishes it off to Biskine. He wasn't ready for it. Coach Gansky just shaking his head, going, I don't know what it's going to take. They're just not paying attention when they get down there.
And they're trying to force it in against a very, very good man-to-man defense. There's
Breakaway. And they're going to call him for a foul. He thought he got set. That was off of Monsenti.
I tell you what, he had an argument. He may have gotten set. Kassar was somewhat out of control coming down the court.
He was.
Could have gone either way.
So Kassar will go to the line to shoot 2. There's the first one is good.
Only the third point for the quarter for Bear River.
And he got his own travel.
Wow, I didn't see that. That looked like a good play.
Man, technical foul now on Gansky.
And Coach Gansky is very frustrated. Kassar took the ball off the front rim rebound, immediately went to the hoop, and they're saying that he made a little stutter step in there. If he did, it certainly wasn't something that I could see.
It certainly wasn't.
But this is the difference now. It would have been 31-36. Now it's going to be 37-28. That was a big foul. And Coach Gansky, in his frustration, picked up the technical foul, which also didn't help much.
No, certainly. Nine-point game with 2:08 left. Now they got Klem. Campbell had a good shot at a 3 and didn't take it. And then he tosses it out of bounds.
Mark Lee over there, wiping the sweat off his brow. Like to have had that one back. They need to push the ball up the court. Only 2 minutes to play now. Wells looking to set up a play.
The scheme with a 3 off the iron, rebounded by Tabor. Tabor sends it over to Senti. Senti will take his time bringing it up the court. They'll work it around, use as much time off the clock as they possibly can. Klem now, 11 seconds on the shot clock. Almost stolen away, and they're going to call him for a foul. .23 on the foul and a reach-in. 119. And now it's Klem will go to the line to shoot 2.
Here's the replay. And you can see that's Klem holding on to the ball. Almost a strip by Kassar, but it results in a free throw by Klem, and he made his first.
Dan Miller comes into the ball game. So did Klem make the first one?
He did. And the second one's off.
Out, and Jewett with the rebound. 37-28. And Tabor's going to be called with a foul. Johnny Jewett needed to be doing that earlier in the game. Like you said, you got to be taking that ball to the hoop.
You got to be pushing it up the floor. When you don't have a play that's working, you got to use transition and speed. And
Johnny Jewett gets his first point with 1:10 left. And he gets both of them. Cuts the lead to 7.
All by himself down the floor is Tabor. They didn't see him.
Klem now brings it up. Double team. Senti. Oh, that was a foul by and Wells is gone.
So back to the line will be Jensen.
So Wells will come out. He had hit that first three-pointer that he shot, and then had 4 points after that for a total of 7. But this second half, he had nothing. And that is good by Jensen. Be a 9-point game. If that one rolls in, it does. There's a three going up, and he catches it. Sean Smith, his second three-pointer of the game. He's got 10 points.
It's still a 6-point game, though, and Bear River's going to have to put on a press.
Because when they foul now, it's two. They go to the line to shoot 2.
So Coach Gansky is going to coach his way right to the bitter end, and that's what he should be doing. But they're going to have to pick the ball up at the inbound, and they're going to have to press and hope for a turnover. Not much time to work with. 2 times during this game, Marty, they reeled it down to 2 points and were never able to tie it up.
Nope. There's your Magnuson Auburn Toyota scoreboard with the score 39-33, 6 points. But with 43 seconds left to go with a 35-second shot clock, I'd say it's going to be tough for Bear River from this point on. So inbounding is Jensen. We got a breakaway with Josh Turney, but they didn't see it. They reach in, and there's going to be a foul call. He's going to go over the line to shoot 2 is Jensen, and Jensen's got 5 free throws in this game. First one is good. Next one is good.
Just like football. Just like football.
Jewett's trying to push the ball, Marty. He's gonna get a foul, and I don't know where that came from, actually.
I think he was tripped.
So he'll get a couple.
1-1 here. No good. Rebounded by Boskeen. He loses it to Jensen.
And Jensen trying to hold on to the ball, run the clock out, gets tied up. He'll have to jump against Jordan Boskeen. No, actually they'll inbound.
Change the possession.
Miller will inbound the ball.
And it goes in. Count it.
You gotta love Johnny Jewett, I'll tell you what.
He never gives up.
He never gives up. He was a terrific halfback for the Bear River Bruins. We watched him play football, and one of those guys that right until the very last second was going to give it everything he had. Comes up with 3 points. 5-point game.
You don't want to foul.
Timeout now.
Somebody.
It's timeout now. Mark Lee calls himself a timeout. Mark saw that he was stuck in the corner down there, and the likelihood is we're about ready to turn the ball over. Very, very wise timeout by Mark Lee. 23 seconds left here, Marty. 5 points is the difference. Let's see if Bear River can figure out a way to get that ball back.
Yeah, right here.
They gotta get that ball back. I want to thank Magnuson's Auburn Toyota for the scoreboard tonight and for supporting us here at Touchdown Productions. Here's the line score. Bear River needed to reel them in a little more than they have now. They're down 2 points for the quarter. But I'll tell you, Marty Flatley, the Placer team's the best team on the floor.
Yep, no question about it. Klem will inbound. Now they're going to call a timeout again.
And they'll take the ball at half court. See, by taking a timeout here, they get the ball at half court. And for some reason, Mark Lee decided he just wanted to blow one of his timeouts out. He has a couple of them left, and he's got 17 seconds on the clock now. So he was not required to bring the ball past half court and opted to take a timeout.
"17 seconds left to go in this ball game, and Bear River trailing by 5 points. And they don't have the ball. Magnuson's Auburn Toyota scoreboard showing a 5-point deficit in favor of the Placer Hillmen. Well, they get it. They don't get it at half court.
No, they're gonna give it to him under the basket. So
Klem with the ball gets it to Tabor, and then Tabor's going to be fouled, and they'll go to the line to shoot two. 14 seconds left.
this game is slowed down to a crawl right now. They're at a. They're still on a 2-possession game, though, if Bear River can hit some threes. If Tabor makes both of these, it'll make it a 3-possession game. That's a 6-point lead. And it'll pretty much be lights out for Bear River.
Got both of them.
This is our house.
Bringing the ball up the court. Skazar.
This is our house.
There's a three-pointer off the putback by Dan Miller. There's your ball game right there. (38-43), your Magnuson Auburn Toyota scoreboard showing the final score. 43-36. That just about ends Bear River season as far as any hope at all on the power rankings to get into the playoffs. What looked like a very our player of the game tonight is Josh Klem with 15 points. There it is. Number 23, Josh Klem, presented by Award Innovation. He'll be our player of the game. As the fans begin to file out here, as Bear River, what looked like a very promising year at the start of the season when they won a couple of tournaments and looked very good at Kendall Arnett. Then when the league started, it's just like they lost everything.
It disappeared, unfortunately, and it's games like this they'll look back on, and there's a number of things that can be blamed. Defense, one would be, I think, the first suspect. They just never could find a way to shut down the Placer Hillman in whether it would be zone or man-to-man. I think actually, Marty, that the man-to-man they played in the second half was a little more effective than the zone that was played the first half. But neither team, especially in the third quarter, could find the basket. There were balls going up all over the place, and none of them were going in the iron.
Well, when a total of 81 points scored.
Here comes Josh Klem. We're going to have Josh over here. Josh, if you put the headphones on.
There is number 23, our player of the game.
We're going to have to move down. You have to move down a little bit, Marty, so that we can get Josh in the camera here. There we go.
Josh Klem. Josh, very nice game you played tonight, both offensively and defensively. We had you for 15 points, and Looks like that little feed in the paint to you was working quite well tonight.
Yeah, it was working pretty well. Even though they were stuffing the paint with all their guys, we still got open looks, and it worked well.
They seem to find you underneath the bread and butter play. Was that a preset play coming out of the huddle when, or is that something they're just always looking for?
We always try to look for that, and sometimes they double down on me, and usually we go and hit Jensen for a three or other people. But tonight I got some opportunities.
You know, Marty and I have a question for you. We watched you play football and enjoyed watching you play football.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better here, Josh? You like basketball or you like to play football?
They're both a lot of fun.
Oh, stop. Come on. Don't play the fence with me.
I don't know. I'd say they're both really fun. I don't know. They're two totally different sports, and I really enjoy playing both.
I see. Okay, so you're not going to give me an answer. That's fine, Josh.
So, what about baseball? You going to go out for baseball this year?
I'll be going out for baseball this year as well.
We'll be seeing you on the baseball diamond. And what position are you going to be playing?
Well, I'll probably be pitching a little bit more this year, and shortstop and third base.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Excellent. Well, tell me, how did you guys keep Bear River? What was the strategy to keep them out of the paint tonight? They could not get the ball inside down low at all.
Yeah, that's true. We just try and play fundamental defense. They usually like to throw it around the perimeter and shoot threes, and usually we try to get up and pressure them and not let them even get a chance to get it in, and let us suck our defense in, and then they can kick it back out for a three. So we kind of focused on that and didn't allow them to do that.
Well, at one point in time, the Bear River had 8 consecutive three-pointer attempts and didn't get a one. So you guys were doing your job on defense.
Yeah, that's what that Bear River team's known for. They love to shoot threes.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you don't make them, you're going to be struggling because they've got nobody in under the net. And you were getting the rebounds underneath there and everything else. So
that's true.
So what opponents do you have coming up here?
We got, let's see here, we got Mesa and then Whitney and Lincoln.
And of all those, which one do you fear the most?
I'd love to get back at Lincoln and Whitney coming up here, but we can't overlook Mesa. So
absolutely not. So you got some big games ahead, and we're going to probably see you in the playoffs. We're looking forward to seeing Placer in the playoffs.
Hopefully, we'll cross our fingers about that.
Wouldn't that be a good way after a great football season to go in the playoffs
That'd be great.
And do well? That would be terrific.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, you're going to get a nice plaque from us.
Awesome. Thank you,
and,
guys.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
I know that you like football better, so you don't just going to hit it right there.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks,
all right.
You have a good night.
That's Josh Klem. He's our Awards Innovation Player of the game. Very nice of him to come by and let us talk to him as he put on quite a show here tonight, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, like I said, he was the best player on the floor, both teams, and so certainly deserving of the plaque tonight.
All right, I would like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River basketball on the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
BNC is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at BNC True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
And by All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning, customer satisfaction is the reason Doran and Max Bennett are celebrating 13 years of assisting you in Nevada County. The Bennett family wants to thank you for the trust that you've placed in them whenever you have a needed service, repair, or installation. Heating and air conditioning unit is one of your most important purchases you'll ever make. So if replacement is needed this winter, All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning offers you the complete line of Bryant Heat and Air Conditioning units. All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning, proud supporters of Foothill Sports.
And by Cinto and Graziano LLP, what does it mean to have an eye on your future? Well, at Cinto Graziano means that they specialize in making your business grow. That's protecting your assets and managing your finances for a secure future. They're more than just CPAs and business consultants. They're your friends in the world of taxes, finances, and business management. They always make it easy. They have people come to their side, and it gets tax time, so you're going to need Cinto and Graziano more than ever this year. They have an eye on your future. That's Cinto and Graziano LLP.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 13th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for tuning in, and be sure to join Paul and myself next time as we travel back to the Earl Crabb Gymnasium for the rematch between the Placer Lady Hillmen and the Bear River Lady Bruins. It's the Lady Bruins versus the Lady Hillmen, seen all across our Foothill network of stations and around the world at www.nevadacountytv.org. And another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, making sports memories since 1997. Paul, not much scoring tonight as Placer comes out on top by 5 points, 43-38. This is a long ways from our big game and exciting game at the Kendall Arnett between these two fine teams, but Placer comes out on top with revenge, winning the two league games by tonight's score, 43-38. Your executive producer and director for tonight's game was Gilbert M. Dominguez.
And Sean Kershevsky is our remote coordinator. Thanks, Sean.
Your announcers for tonight's game, Marty Mortensen, along with the infamous Paul Brown.
Thanks, Marty. Camera operators, Chris Glass, doing a great job, Morgan Whitmore.
Office manager and also in the booth tonight, Lynn Dominguez.
And, of course, remote facilities coming from our truck, the beautiful Commander 2.
Commander 2 Maintenance, Plaza Tire and Auto Service.
And Touchdown Sportswear, DK and Stitches. Thanks, DK.
Player of the Game Award, Innovations. Touchdown Accounting, Cinto Graziano LLP, and Diane's Bookkeeping. Well, we sure love to hear from you. Write us at gil@touchdownproductions.com. And for Paul Brown, Gil Dominguez, this is Marty Mortensen and the entire Touchdown Productions sports team. We'd like to thank you for watching this exclusive coverage of Bruin basketball on your NorCal Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.